Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the AL West, Rich Hill earned the win while punching out 17 batters as Oakland pushed past the Angels 11-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Looking at the standings, the A's are leading the AL West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. The Angels are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Billy Burns was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits as the Indians took down the Astros 8-2. Right now, the Indians are in third place in the AL Central. They're 3.5 games back. The Astros sit in fourth place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 7-1. At the moment, the Mariners sit in third place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers are second in the division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. The Tampa Bay Rays totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-3. Heading into today, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Orioles are fourth in the division, 18 games out of first. Garrett Cole tossed a dominating complete game shutout, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 3-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. Looking at the standings, the Yankees sit in third place in the American League East Division. They're 16.5 games out of first. The Blue Jays are second in the division, 11 games out of first. Eduardo Rodriguez twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 2-0. Right now, the White Sox sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division, 4.5 games back. The Tigers are atop the division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Minnesota Twins total 11 hits as they grab the win against the visiting Royals 5-3. At the moment, the Twins sit in second place in the AL Central Division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. The Royals are at the bottom of the division, 11.5 games out of first. Michael Wacha collected win number 3 this year, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 3-0. As of today, the Marlins are in second place in the NL East, 10 games out of first. The Phillies are fourth in the division. They're 16.5 games out of first. The Atlanta Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-5. Heading into today, the Nationals sit in third place in the National League East Division, 12.5 games back. The Braves are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Matt Dominguez launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way as Cincinnati defeated the Mets 6-5. Looking at the standings, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central. They're 16.5 games out of first. The Mets sit in first place in the National League East Division, an impressive 10 games ahead of second. The Chicago Cubs got 11 overall hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-4. Right now, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central, 11.5 games out of first. The Cubs are third in the division, 11.5 games out of first. The Cardinals put together 10 hits total as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-3. As of today, the Pirates sit in second place in the National League Central, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Cardinals are atop the division, a sizable 7 games ahead of second. The Colorado Rockies cracked 16 hits on the day as they defeated the visiting Giants 9-7. At the moment, the Rockies sit in fourth place in the National League West, 17 games out of first. The Giants are at the bottom of the division, 18 games out of first. Chris Colabello drove in 4 overall with 2 big flies as the Diamondbacks got the victory against the Dodgers 4-2. Heading into today, the Dodgers sit in first place in the National League West Division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. The Diamondbacks are third in the division. They're 15 games back. The Boston Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 3-2. Right now, the Padres sit in second place in the National League West Division, 5 games back. The Red Sox are atop the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.